I'm in my mid-60s and I'm a 5-year heart attack survivor. The help of a defibrillators, I'm just grateful to be alive. Is this something I have to live with as I get older?
Matter of fact, if you have low T, your heart disease is going to come out to be worse. So you had a heart attack. So thank God you're okay, right? So do you have a low EF, a low ejection fraction? Do you have an implantable defibrillator in right now? Okay. Okay. So it's a complicated patient. You're a complicated guy. So you have low T? You have low testosterone?
Yeah, because I think so, because I just feel fatigued and
Okay.
I
Well, you can have
tired all the
fatigue.
time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're getting older, not to mention you have significant heart disease, right? With some heart failure, right? Your ejection fraction was quite low, right? That's why they
Yes.
put that in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was it under 35?
I'm not.
You don't know.
I don't
Okay.
know.
If you have low testosterone, despite you also have clinical heart disease, you can be on testosterone. You can be on testosterone. You just have to be very careful. And you have to be technically more careful than a guy who's 45 who doesn't have a defibrillator implanted in your chest wall and hasn't had a heart attack. It's a spectrum, so it doesn't mean that guy can just go, full Monty, and you see the young guys here on steroids, right? Because they have tons of health reserve and they're young. And it's just a gamble, right? At the end of the day, it's going to affect their organs, and it's all silent now. And I'm always trying to provide information so they don't hurt themselves, and they don't know that when they're young. So if you have low testosterone, you should get checked with some of the physicians here, or a very capable physician that's going to check your testosterone levels, total and free, and do a very good health history. And if you have low testosterone, and again, you probably do have low testosterone just because your age and you're a cardiac patient, right? Just because of those right there, I predict you do. And if you don't feel well, you're tired and your sex drive, we don't want to talk about all this right now, sir. So, if you don't feel well, some healthcare provider, hopefully a good one that is experienced like these doctors, is going to put together a regimen to give you testosterone, but to make it safe. And that's where it's the lowest doses possible. You take the lowest dose possible. There's different ways to deliver it. You could take pills, you could take the gels, you could take it small injections, but you just don't want to do too much. You don't need much. And then you need to be monitored, right? Because your blood pressure, the cholesterol, your kidneys, your prostate, right? Those red blood cells, we're going to talk about those red blood cells. This is it's very complex, right, doctors? I mean, it's very complex. You can't see that's the thing that I'm up against, where some of the clinics they just give it to people and they don't manage the heart. If you take this, and your doctors are going to probably be against it.
Oh,
Right. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. A good cardiologist should not be against it. It's an internal medicine doctor like me. They're going to say, just be careful. So have you seen a good endocrinologist or a primary care doctor just to check your levels?
no, not really.
Okay, that's the first step.
Okay.
So, and Nugenics, I think, or eugenics, that's not the right word. It's the wrong word, doctor. Wrong word, Tom. These are, Cygenics, right? So these are the anti-aging places. They're very good. They can be very good, but they could be adequate for you, but you may just want to start with your primary care doctor.
Okay.
And just check your levels. Ask the primary care doctor, please be honest with me. If you don't feel comfortable with this and you're not aware of it, let me go make a referral, or maybe I can go somewhere else. And then if you're going to wait too long, right, with the other endocrine doctors, because they're very good, you may want to go to see a specialist that's in the wellness group now, right? And the other facilities. And that's why they're here. And I don't know if you want to do it online, but you could do it online. You're just it's going to be more complicated for you because your heart, but it's not out of the question. Matter of fact, if you have low T, your heart disease is going to come out to be worse. So if you have low T, they miss that. But the cardiac guys are working, they're very busy, right? There's too many doctors now. So if you have low testosterone, you should be replaced properly for better outcomes for your heart.
Okay.
Did you know that? You're right.
Okay.
So, but you need to have it balanced, really, really balanced. I know about the guys in the UK. I mean, they balance my hormones in the UK, but you probably see a physician here in America and get checked and be conservatively cared for. And if you have low T, you could definitely be on testosterone.
Okay.
And if a doctor tells you, no, you can't, that doctor doesn't know the current data.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm actually going to be a little bit more aggressive than that. I think you absolutely have to be on testosterone as a cardioprotective. You probably don't have good estrogen levels either. And if you're not getting estrogen, which is very protective to the heart, you don't want to be blocking too much estrogen. That's why we don't like blocking estrogens. But estrogen is super critical. It's one of the reasons men have more heart disease than women until women get older and they don't have estrogen anymore. So you really actually, I would say, and the newer studies are actually supporting that testosterone is extremely beneficial, especially after heart attacks in terms of recovery and improving ejection fraction.
We've barely scratched the surface today. For more insight into hormonal health, why not explore our channel? We've got a wealth of content awaiting your attention, and you can also visit our website at balancemyhormones.co.uk. So, this is Mike from Balance My Hormones, your beacon in the fascinating world of hormonal health. And until next time, remember, knowledge is power, and your journey to wellness starts here with Balance My Hormones.